Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. So happy to be here. It's the top of the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Say hello in the comments if you're jumping on, so I know that you're here. My name is Amy Starr Allen, and this is the weekly Power Hour. And really excited for tonight's topic, something that's really near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking about content marketing. So, if you're building a business on the internet, you probably know that you need to be generating leads every day in order to be in business. If you don't have leads, you don't have a business. And there's a lot of different ways to generate leads online. There are, some strategies that you pay. You pay for lead generation, and oftentimes you can generate leads a lot more quickly that way. There's definitely pros and cons to every type of strategy, right? But there's a lot of different kinds. There's paid marketing versus free marketing. There's some, that are faster than others. There's some that are generate leads over time, which is what content marketing is that we're going to talk about tonight. And some that don't do that. And then different strategies also generate different types of quality of leads. So anyway, there's a lot of different ways to generate leads. And lead generation is, it's really a matter of personal preference, how you want to go about generating leads for your business. So the stuff that I'm going to teach tonight is my favorite lead generation strategy that I've been doing for a really long time, 15 years. But it's not just because I do it and have success with it doesn't mean that you should do it. It's definitely not for everybody. No lead generation strategy is for everybody. But I'm just going to talk about, why I love it. I'm going to talk about, how it works, why it works. And I'm going to give you a better understanding of all of that and give you some ideas. And I'm also going to talk about how, even if you're doing paid marketing strategies, how content creation can help you get better conversions with the leads that you're paying for. And so some of the things that I'm going to cover in this training tonight, I'm going to talk about the difference between content marketing versus paid marketing. I'm going to give you a bunch of different types of content that you can create. I'm going to talk about how to use links to generate leads from your content. I'm going to talk about your main offer and how to set it up so that all roads lead to your main offer. And I'm going to talk about how to use your content to nurture the leads that you do get. I'm going to talk about some different content marketing strategies, and I'm going to talk about using the search engines to get your content seen. So I'm going to go through a lot of stuff tonight. So get out your pen and paper. And if you've been on with me before, you know that an hour just flies by. I talk a lot. Sometimes I start to lose my voice, but I just, I go a little bit fast just to make sure that I can fit it all in. And, so just know that, you can take notes, but also just know that this replay will be available as well. It'll be on this page that you're on right now for an entire week. So if you need to come back and rewatch it, the replay where you can pause it along the way and stuff, you can do that as well. Okay. So before I dive in, I just want to check real quick and see who's here. Let's see. Of course, Jim's here. Hi, Jim, Shireen. Good to see you guys. Definitely say hi in the comments if you're just jumping on. And all right, let's get going here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the difference between, generating leads through content marketing versus doing paid marketing. okay? Because these are two different marketing strategies and they're kind of opposites in some way. Like there's pros and cons to both. So I just want to clarify some stuff around that. So with content marketing, one of the things that I love about content marketing is when you generate a piece of content that lives on the internet, whether it's a YouTube video or a blog post or, you know, let me just say all platforms are not created equal as far as this, but YouTube and your blog, if you create content, I like to look at every piece of content that I create as like a little fish hook out in the ocean, and it's out there forever. So as I continuously create more content, I've got more and more fish hooks out in the ocean, and they just stay out there and they're just attracting the fish, right? I'm getting leads on a regular basis all the time. So it's basically an evergreen lead machine is what I like to think of, like every one of my YouTube videos and every one of my blog posts. They're there. We're going to talk about the search engines a little bit later in this training, but if you can get your content seen, it will generate leads for you indefinitely over time. Whereas with paid marketing, usually the way that paid marketing works is you pay for either a certain period of time or a certain amount of clicks, depending on what kind of marketing you're doing. Like on Facebook ads, for example, you say, this is my start date, this is my end date, and they run your ad for that amount of time. And you pay every day for that amount of time. You tell them what your daily budget is, and they charge you for that amount every day. And they put your content in front of a certain amount of people that meets that budget every day. And the minute you hit your end date, that stops and no more leads, right? If you do like solo ads, that type of marketing, typically what happens is you get a whole bunch of leads within a day or a few days. And, because you're paying for clicks. And so what a solo ad is somebody with a huge list sends your stuff out to their list. So after they send it out, you start to get a bunch of leads, and that you'll see a bunch of leads come in for a day or two, and then that's it. All your clicks have been accounted for, and no more leads. So the pro is you get leads a lot faster. The con is the minute you stop paying or the minute your ad spend runs out, the leads stop. Okay. So with content marketing, it might take a lot longer to get the same amount of leads that you're getting if you're paying, but your content will continuously generate leads. And like I said, if you're consistently creating content, then you're just putting more and more fish hooks out there in the internet ocean, and generating leads, forever more and more with each piece of content, you'll start to see more and more leads coming in over time. Okay, so let's see another difference between content marketing and paid marketing is that content marketing, you're going to have a higher profit on the leads that come in content marketing, because you're not paying for advertising, right? So in other words, if you're paying for leads like solo ads or whatever, you spend a certain amount of money to get a certain amount of leads. So in order to get into profit, you have to make a certain amount of sales to make back the money that you spent on the ads, and then everything after that is profit, right? So hopefully, if it's a good traffic source, you're going to make back your cost of your leads, and then you're going to make some additional money so you're going to be in profit. And also just keep in mind that with any type of marketing strategy, all of your sales don't necessarily come in right away. So we're going to talk about that as well tonight, as far as nurturing your leads, because a lot of times people get frustrated because they want, they buy a solo ad and they get all of these leads and they make a few sales, but they're like, but I got so many leads, how come I only made a few sales? Well, because these leads don't know you, which is the other point I want to make about content marketing versus paid marketing is the difference of the quality of leads. So in content marketing, basically someone is opting in to your email list after they've either read your blog post, watched your YouTube video, watched your Facebook Live video, whatever it is. They're joining your email list after they've already seen a piece of content from you. So they already know who you are. You've already provided value to them. So you've already started to develop trust with them and rapport with them. Usually the people that are going to opt in based on, especially with videos, are people that resonate with you. Sometimes people don't resonate with us and they're not going to opt in. And I think this gets in, something that gets in the way for a lot of people. They're afraid to put themselves out there because they're afraid that they're going to turn some people off. And the fact of the matter is you will turn people off because nobody is going to be attractive to everybody out there. If you're trying to be attractive to everybody, you're not going to be attractive to anybody. You need to be yourself and just don't worry about people being turned off because the right people will resonate with you. And those are the ones that will opt in. So these leads that opt in from your content are going to be very high quality leads because they've already had exposure to you. Whereas with paid marketing, if you're purchasing a solo ad, for example, somebody else is emailing their list with a link to your capture page, and chances are they're opting into something without ever having met you in any way. They haven't seen a video from you, depending on what kind of capture page link you're using. A lot of us here use like the 30-minute workday, for example, for paid marketing. And those solo ads convert really, really, really well. We get a lot, people get a lot of leads from those. But those leads don't know who the person is that they're opting in with. It's just a capture page for a marketing system, right? So it's a lot different than if someone's opting in off of a YouTube video where you're sitting there talking to them and then they put in their name and email address. Do you see the difference? Because on that video, they already know me. So I've already, started to build rapport with them. Whereas in a solo ad, they don't know me at all. So the difference of the quality of leads is different. You'll get more leads from the solo ad probably, but they won't, they're not going to convert to sales most likely as many of them or as quickly as the qualified leads that you get when someone resonates with your content enough to become a lead. Okay. Okay. So those are the main differences between content, the leads that come from your content versus the leads that come from paid marketing. Content marketing is typically slower, but it's free. Paid marketing is typically, you get a lot more leads a lot more quickly, but the leads, you pay for them. So it dips into your profit margin and the leads stop once you stop paying, whereas the content marketing is evergreen. So, all right, I'm going to move on to the next section now, but I just want to check the comments real quick and see if you guys just know that if you have any questions along the way, I'm not going to be checking the comments constantly, but I will check them from time to time. So definitely, if you have questions, you can put them in the comments and I will get to them at some point. Hi, Becky. Hi, Barb. Okay, looks like you guys are good right now. All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about are types of content. What is content? Why would you want to create content, right, in the first place? The whole purpose of creating content is to provide value for your target audience. You want to answer people's questions and provide solutions to their problems for whatever niche it is that you're marketing in. And so the way that we do that is by creating content in order to answer a question or solve a problem. Okay, so there's different types of content that we can create. So I'm just going to list some different ideas for you here, but one of them, and I know we've talked about this on other trainings, is learn, do, teach. So no matter what niche you're in, it's good to be constantly learning new things about your niche. Chances are when you're an entrepreneur and you choose a niche, you choose something that you're passionate about. So whether it's internet marketing like me, or golf, or health and wellness, or whatever, it's something that you're passionate about, right? So you're wanting to constantly learn new things about your niche. So as you learn new things, you're going to implement them yourself in your business or in your life, and then you can teach other people the same thing. And I've been doing this all along with my marketing. Like with the niche that I'm in with internet marketing, especially with technology, stuff is constantly changing, right? Facebook just changed. Jim knows how frustrated I've been with it over the last few days. Facebook just basically changed their entire platform like a week ago or whatever. But the platforms are always, the algorithms are changing, and, the ads, if you do ads, the ad managers changing, like all the stuff is constantly changing. So in order to stay up with your craft, and stay current, you have to be constantly learning new things. So one of the things that I've done all along in my business is every time I learn something, how to do something, even if it's something really simple, I'll make like a quick YouTube video to show other people, because I figure if I didn't know how to do this yesterday and I had to Google it to learn it, chances are there's somebody else that still doesn't know how to do this. So once I do it, I can create a piece of content with in my own style, with my own experience with this new thing that I just learned. And I can create this piece of content that people can find when someone with the same question is searching on the internet, and they can find my piece of content. An example of this is I was really frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to download a Facebook Live video that I didn't create. So I have another company with a business partner that she does a lot of Facebook Live videos, and I need to go in and get those Facebook Live videos to put them like on our website and inside of our membership site and stuff like that. And if I don't create the video myself, I can't download it, right? I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I went and learned how to do it. And then I created a quick video that says, like the title was something like how to download someone else's Facebook Live video. And that video was a really quick video because it's actually a really simple hack to be able to do it. So the video is only like a few minutes long, but it got quite a lot of views, which means it's something that people are searching for, because there's other people that are frustrated too because they couldn't download someone else's Facebook Live video. So that video, gets found by the people that are looking for it. So that's an example of learn, do, teach, right? I learned it, I did it, and then I created a video to show other people how to do it, right? So you can do that all day long in any niche. It's a great way to never run out of content ideas, because you should always be learning new things. And, it might be like something you read in a book. It could be like something that you Googled to learn. Same like if you're in the golf niche, maybe you learned a new way to like hold your clubs. I know nothing about golf, so I don't even know if that's a thing, but you know what I mean? Like maybe you have a coach that taught you a new golf swing and you did it and you were excited about it. And then you can actually create a video for your niche in golf to show people how to do this golf swing. So your coach teaches you, then you do it, then you can turn around and teach it to somebody else. So this is a great way to never run out of content ideas, because you're always learning new things in a niche that you're passionate about. So it's fun to create content to show people what you've learned. Another content idea that I love as well, if you're on my email list, I sent out an email about this morning, but I am a huge fan of documenting your journey along the way, like publicly for your audience. When you have like a win, or, you know, even if you come up against a hurdle that you overcome or whatever, to share that with your audience. And it works really well because it gives people, it's inspiring for people. It helps people to see like, wow, if, you know, if she can do that, I can do it. Like, for example, like when I first started marketing online, I remember when I generated my very first lead online, I was so excited. Like I finally like set up my autoresponder and, you know, got everything set up or whatever, and then started learning how to market on the internet. And I remember the day I got my first lead, I was so excited about it. It was one lead, but it was a milestone for me. So I created a video, and it was like, I got my first lead on the internet, and I made a video showing people what I did. So what that does is it gives people hope, because there's people out there that haven't generated a lead online yet. So the people that are like one step behind me, now they want to follow me, because they know that like if they just follow me and do what I do, they can kind of, you know, learn alongside of me and grow alongside of me, rather than following someone that's way ahead of them, you know, some like multi-billionaire that doesn't even remember what it was like to generate their first lead. So when you're documenting your journey, and it can be with anything, it could be like weight loss, you know, anything, whatever niche you're in, you, golf, you know, all this, all these examples that I've been giving you, just, just any like little wins that you have along the way, create content about that. It's really inspiring for people. It's going to be, it really, people love to follow along with a journey like that. And like I said, it's great to learn from somebody who's not that far ahead of you. So don't be discouraged if you feel like you're not an expert in your niche, or why would somebody follow you if there's somebody with way more experience than you than they could follow. The reason is because you're more relatable, because you're, you know, you're one step ahead of them. So don't be afraid to share your little wins along the way. You know, being transparent builds trust as well. Like when you're not pretending to be like a guru on a mountaintop, you know, expert that has nothing more to learn or anything. You want to be relatable for people. You want to just, you know, share yourself and your journey with them. It's, you can create some really good content that people will just, they'll follow you for life when you're transparent and you build trust in that way and inspire them in that way. So documenting your journey, that's another great way to create content. Anything that's inspirational, you know, inspiration in any niche is always a good thing. So in other words, like you don't always, if you're somebody that teaches technical stuff, like I teach some technical stuff, like I just shared with you about the, you know, downloading Facebook Live videos, but I can share other stuff that has nothing to do with technical stuff that's just inspiring, right? Inspiring is always good. So don't be afraid to, you know, just share stuff just from your heart that's inspiring, that will help your audience. There's a lot of mindset stuff that can be really inspiring for people. Anything that's educational, like I said, it can be some type of how-to, like how to download a Facebook Live video or how to hold your golf club or whatever. So inspirational, educational, entertaining. So any type of content that's entertaining, that's relevant for your niche, is also valuable, because people do like to be entertained. So that, and then, you know, answering questions. If you get a question or questions, like if say somebody replies to one of your emails and asks a specific question about something, you can create a piece of content to answer that, right? And you can put it up on your YouTube channel and on your blog or whatever. And now you've helped that person, but now you also have this piece of content that will live on forever. So next time someone has the question, you can send them to that piece of content, and you can leverage your time. You can just say, you know, here's a link to this YouTube video that I created that'll answer that question for you. And, you know, again, because you're answering a question for somebody, chances are there's other people asking that question in the search engines. So you can, you know, hopefully when you put your YouTube video out there and you learn how to rank your YouTube video, optimize your YouTube video so that when somebody else puts that same question into Google or YouTube, your video is going to come up, and now you're going to start to get it in front of people who don't even know who you are yet, right? But then they see your face on the video and you solve a problem for them or answer a question for them. Now you've developed rapport with them, and now they're about to become a lead, which is what we're going to talk about next. We're going to talk about how to generate leads from this content that we're talking about here. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick sip of water and check to see if you guys have any questions, and then we're going to move on. Let's see. Hi, Craig. Jim says they're rolling Facebook change out in waves. I have had it like a month and hate it. Yeah, it's a lot to get used to, but that's, that's technology. So anybody that's attempting to do business online, you have to roll with the punches when it comes to technology. Stuff is always changing. It's just part of the deal. The good news, which goes with what we're talking about here, is as long as everything's always changing, we are never going to run out of stuff that we can help people with, right? For those of us that are helping people create businesses on the internet or market on the internet or whatever, like every time Facebook makes a change, I can create a piece of content around that, something that I'm frustrated with, that I figure out. I can create a video to show other people how to do that same thing, right? So that's the good news with all the changes in technology, is that we have to constantly be learning new stuff, and everything we learn can be created into a piece of content if we want to help others. I can think of probably 10 things that I learned today on Facebook, like where they moved stuff, and like in my groups and stuff, like I couldn't figure out certain things, and then I figured them out. And I mean, I could literally create 10 different videos right now to just help people with finding the stuff that I couldn't find. And that's actually a really smart thing to do if you think about it. When you're very current with, current events that are happening, that people are probably, that are causing people to need to find answers to stuff. If you're the one that's providing the content for that kind of stuff, it's a way that you can actually create a video that could go viral really quickly. I know Mike was sharing about how when the quarantine first started and everybody started using Zoom, he did a video, I think at least one, maybe more than one video, teaching some stuff about Zoom settings and things. And there was a lot of people that had never used Zoom before. And he was ahead of the curve. He created some content knowing that people were going to have questions about Zoom. And he got a ton of people in front of those videos because there wasn't a lot of competition for those search words, because it was a global pandemic and that hadn't happened before, where all of a sudden the entire world is using Zoom, right? So when Facebook is going through changes like this, we're actually in a really good, it's a great opportunity to be ahead of the curve and be the first one to create some videos to show people where they can find some things that they might not have been able to find because of the changes and stuff. So anyway, what is it? What's the saying? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So that's the plus to your Facebook frustration, Jim. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is your main offer. So you want to have, in order to generate leads from your content, let me take a sip of water. In order to generate leads from the different pieces of content that you're creating, you're basically going to have a link below your YouTube video or below your blog post, or in your blog post, or in the description of your YouTube video, or with your Facebook Live video, and whatever piece of content that you create. You want to have a way to capture people's name and email address, right? So you need to have something that you can offer with your content that's relevant to your content, that's in alignment with like all of the content that you might create, to be like your main offer. So you can have more than one thing, more than one offer, depending on what your content is. You know, you might have multiple different lead magnets for, you know, depending on what your specific video is about. But really, I would recommend, especially if you're just starting out, to create one thing, or, you know, get involved with one thing that you can use as your main thing that goes with all of the content that you might create. Okay, so I'm going to give you some examples. So for me, I have a lot of different, you know, over the years, I've done a lot of different things, a lot of different types of businesses, and I have my own stuff. I have my own courses and things that I've created. But recently, less than a year ago, I decided to promote the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute workday, which they go hand in hand. The 30-minute workday is basically the system that's available for those of us that are in the Home Business Academy. And it's totally optional, but it's a free system that's available thanks to Nick Bramble, who created this incredible 30-minute workday system that we can all use in the Home Business Academy to create multiple streams of income. And so those two work hand in hand. And I decided that I'm going to use the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute workday as my main offer that everything leads to, because it's in alignment with my values. Okay. Like, I can't even tell you how I have found my home. Okay. Like, everything about the 30-minute workday and the Home Business Academy are 100% in alignment with everything that I'm about. Right. If you're in this community, you know, it's about being the change, principle centered leadership. It's high integrity. Mike and Paul, who founded the Home Business Academy, are high integrity people who really care about helping others. They just do things differently there. Nick Bramble is a complete genius who created this 30-minute workday system. Same thing, high integrity. He knows what he's doing. He's out to really help people have success with whatever niche they're in, whatever business they're building. And people are using the tools and programs inside of the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute workday to build, you know, like Jim's wife, Christy, is building a baking business. And I have a guy in my, who came in through me, who's in the music industry, and he's using it for that. So it feels really good to be here. And I wanted to create more freedom in my life. I wanted to create residual income without having to create products and do customer support, right? So this just makes sense for me. It's affiliate marketing. I don't own the company. I'm an affiliate that gets paid 80% commissions. So it's a really good payout. You know, if I was creating the products myself, I would get 100% commissions, but 80% is pretty good considering I don't have to create anything and I don't have to do any of the admin behind the scenes stuff. I love that. Okay. So it provides, well, before I say anything else, I just want to let you guys know too, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a link on this page that you can click at any point if below this video, if you want to learn more about the Home Business Academy. There is a link that you can learn more. I recommend waiting till after this training is over, but whoever sent you to this page tonight will get credit if you end up joining our community. But I just wanted to mention that before I go on. But I'm telling you all of this so that you understand when I show you how I use my links and stuff. And I'm going to give you some examples from other stuff too, like some other, I'll create a hypothetical example from another type of a niche too, so that you can kind of understand how this works. But the other reason that I decided to have the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute workday be where everything leads to for me is it provides the best tools and training and value for my customers. Like, I couldn't provide better tools, training, and value on my own, even if I tried. So it feels really good to me to be able to offer this with all of my content, right? So for the tools, we have in the Home Business Academy, the Funnel Builder, which is a page building platform that you're actually watching this video on right now. And it is something that if you have any type of a business on the internet, you have to have a way to generate leads. You have to have a way to create capture pages and, you know, all of the things that go along with running a home-based business. So the Funnel Builder tool is something that everybody needs, and it's incredible. It's, you know, way more cost effective than anything else I've ever seen, and has way more, you know, it offers way more than anything else I've ever seen, right? So it makes sense for me to offer this because I help people with online marketing and building businesses online. And so to be able to offer them a tool that's going to make that easier for them is in alignment with what I'm doing, right? The 30-minute Workday System is another tool, right? It's a free system that people can get and use themselves to generate more leads and to generate multiple streams of income online, right? So that's another tool that I get to offer. The training, we have the HBA Home Business Academy Premium membership, has all kinds of marketing strategy training in it. So now I don't have to create these products myself to teach all of these different types of marketing strategies, like ranking on YouTube and blogging and all this stuff, because it's all in there. And so I can just sell that and make an 80% commission rather than having to do it myself, right? So it's more valuable to my customers to offer that to them than to create it myself. The 30-minute Workday book is also training. It's training I wish I had when I started marketing online. Nick put together this book that's got a ridiculous amount of value that really teaches the foundational principles that you have to understand if you want to build wealth on the internet. It's not tactical stuff. It's all, you know, mindset and principles. So that's training. He wrote that book, but I use it as a lead magnet because it's so valuable. You know, I can put a link to it with my content and let people know, like, if you want to build a business on the internet, I recommend this book. I didn't write the book. I don't even think I could write a book that good, but I get to use it as a lead magnet. So, and I'm going to show you, I have a couple lead magnets that I created myself as well, but that's my favorite one. And I didn't even create it, but it generates leads for me every day. And then, you know, as far as the value that the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute Workday provide for my people is the community. You know, we have the most amazing community inside of the Home Business Academy and the 30-minute Workday. And inside of this community, we have a whole bunch of different, like, 7-figure earners that are offering support. So my people come in and I don't have to support them all by myself. Like, I'm a single mom and I'm not available 24/7, but if somebody that I bring in has a question, they can get their question answered 24/7 by other amazing leaders because we have this incredible community. So to me, it provides the best tools, training, and value for my customers. It provides time freedom for me. 80% commissions is really good. So that's, for me, all roads lead to the 30-minute Workday and the Home Business Academy. Okay, so most of my, and I'm going to show you this in just a second, most of my content has direct links to those things with it. Okay, and then I have some other things that I've created that are also, you know, ways to provide value for my audience that they can opt in and get on my email list for. I'm going to show you those as well and explain how, even if they opt in for those, they still get eventually taken back to the 30-minute Workday and the Home Business Academy. So the reason I'm telling you all of this is because I want you to think about, what is your main offer? Because in order to have good results with content marketing, you need to know where all roads are going to lead to for you. And then you have to have a front door. You have to have a page that people can opt into to get them to where you're wanting them to go. So what are you going to ask them to opt in for? And then once you know what it is that your offer is going to be, that you're going to be using to generate leads. So a capture page is a page where people put in their name and email address and they get added to your email list. And it works really well if you give away something for free in exchange for that name and email address, because you'll get a lot more leads that way. So once you know what it is that you're going to be using to generate those leads, then you're going to begin with the end in mind. Every time you create a new piece of content, you're going to create content that's in alignment with that lead generation, whatever it is, that lead generation, that lead capture page, so that you can put that link with your piece of content and have it be congruent, so that, if someone watches your YouTube video, opting in for that thing just makes sense for them, right? So for me, everything that I teach is about like social media strategies and YouTube marketing and all this different stuff. So it makes sense for me to say, hey, if I'm teaching you how to generate leads on Facebook, doesn't it make sense that I'm going to offer you the funnel builder tool, because you're going to need to be able to build a page to generate those leads. I've got one that works really well, so I'm going to offer you that. And the 30-minute workday is the system that that I use to help people get involved in the Home Business Academy. So those two things go with every piece of content that I create, pretty much. So what do you have, or what can you create as like your main offer that will be congruent with all of your content? And like I said before, you can have as many lead magnets as you want, but if you're just getting started, I think, you might want to try to have like one thing that will just work, that's like generic, valuable, but generic, so that it'll just work with everything. Like the 30-minute workday just works with everything that I talk about, because it's just going to help people. Anyone that's trying to learn how to make money on the internet, 30-minute workday is going to help them, no matter what business they already have, no matter what, right? So what can you create in your niche that people would opt in for, regardless of what piece of content you're creating, right? So let's think of an example in a completely unrelated niche, like health and wellness, right? Is super popular. So what lead magnet could you, let's say that you're, let me take a sip of water. Let's say that you are like in a network marketing company that sells health and wellness supplements or something like that. So if that's the case, all roads are going to lead there, right? Like that's your main thing that you want to build, right? So you want to have, anything that people are opting into, ultimately the goal is to get them into your network marketing company. But you don't want to just pitch people your network marketing company. You want to get them on your email list so that you can stay in touch with them. Because like I was saying before, not everybody's going to buy something from you just from watching a YouTube video. But if you can give them something for free that they can opt in for and get onto your email list, now you can stay in touch with them, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a minute. So the goal is to get them onto your email list. So what lead magnet can you create that will work with any piece of content that you could possibly create? So if you're in the health and wellness niche and you've got supplements that you're selling, maybe you have like a YouTube channel where you make videos about, or you're going to make videos about, diabetes, or different types of diets, or why sugar is bad for you, or how to lose weight, or like all these different ideas for content that you can create. You can do the learn, do, teach. You can review a really cool food processor that you just bought. You can do a video about that. There's so many different types of content that you could create in the health and wellness industry, right? So what's like a lead magnet that you could create that would work? For starters, something that would work no matter what, whether you're doing a review of a food processor, or you're talking about, something about diabetes, or you're given somebody like your favorite ab workout, or you know what I mean? Like there's so many different pieces of content that you could create. What is it that you could use that you could generate leads with for all of those different pieces of content? And again, down the line, you can create as many as you want. That's why I love the funnel builder tool, because it's so easy to create capture pages for all kinds of different stuff and make it more specific. But for starters, you need something general that you can just use everywhere, so that every time you create a piece of content, this thing is congruent. This free offer that you're going to give away is congruent, so you can generate leads with it on all of your content. So I'm just going to make something up that might not make any sense because that's not my niche. But let's say you create like some type of a guide or like a calendar, like 21 days to the health, you know, your best health, or trying to think, you know, how to get healthy in 28 days, or you know what I mean? Like something that no matter what you're doing, all those different content ideas that I just gave you, it's something that anybody that's watching any of those videos would probably be interested in, right? So let's say you have like a little 21-day calendar or a little 21-day guide that's going to give them some ideas every day for 21 days to become healthier. And that's going to be your lead magnet, right? And then once people opt in, you're going to give them their guide. Inside of that guide, when you're giving them all their different tips over the 21 days, you could be linking to your supplements. Like if you're talking about a specific, you know, one of your tips is to make sure that you're getting enough magnesium or whatever. You could say, I have a really good magnesium product that I recommend. You can have a link to it inside of your guide. You could also, you know, once they opt in for, you know, you can have links in the guide, but you can also, once they have opted in for something, you're going to be following up with them with emails. So you'll be able to provide whatever it is, you know, your main thing, you're going to be giving them the opportunity to go to that via your emails as well, in the guide, via your emails. And, you know, it could be the products in your network marketing company, or if you're looking for people that want to build a business in your network marketing company, you know, you can say that in your emails too. You know, like if you're someone that's passionate about health and wellness and you want to create a lifestyle and a career around it, you know, that's what I do. And I would love to show you how to do that. And then you give them a link to learn more about your network marketing opportunity. And the cool thing is that since they've opted into your free 21-day guide or whatever, from a piece of content that you created, you've already started to develop a relationship with them, right? And you've given them this guide, which is developing a rapport at a deeper level because it's valuable. You've now given them this 21-day track to run on and keeps them connected to you in that way. And, you know, and you start to develop a relationship with them. So, you know, you're finding people that are in your target audience. And then when you offer them a way to make money in this niche as a health and wellness coach in your company or whatever, like now that you're nurturing them in these ways, they're going to be a lot more likely to want to work with you than if you just like, you know, go out on social media and say, hey, I'm in this network marketing company, who wants to join me? Do you see the difference? So you want to come up with something generic like that 21-day guide, or, you know, something that would work for all of your content, right? Like, so that you have some type of a link that you can include with every video that you create and every blog post that you create, so that you're creating the content, you're providing value for your audience, and you're generating leads every single time you create a piece of content. Okay. So let me take a sip of water. I'm going to check the comments, and then I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how to use these links. I'm running out of water. I hope I don't lose my voice. All right. So let me just check the comments real quick. Make sure you guys don't have questions. Foreign exchange lead magnet. Foreign exchange lead magnet. I'm not sure what you're asking, Jem. Sorry. Foreign exchange lead magnet. I don't know. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Hold on a second. All right, hopefully you guys can see. So what I want to do is I want to show you how I generate leads from my content. So this is my YouTube channel. And so like if you go to one of my videos, every single one of my videos has links under it. And like I said, for me, all roads lead to the Home Business Academy and 30-Minute Workday. So under pretty much all of my videos, I've got a link that says learn more about the 30-Minute Workday system. I have tracking on here so that I can tell where my leads are actually coming from, which is really cool too, because I can see which videos are generating the most leads and stuff. And then my recommended funnel builder software, which again, there's a link below this video if you want to learn more about that. But the HBA funnel builder is basically relevant for everything that I teach because of all of the different things that it does. It works with all of my videos. So I always have a link to the 30-Minute Workday system where I'm generating leads. And this is just my affiliate link for the funnel builder where, people can go and just purchase it right out of the gate. It's only 25 bucks. So I include that here as well. But the 30-Minute Workday is my lead magnet. So when someone clicks on this, it takes them here and they put in their name and email. So again, this is, I use this because it converts really well. I didn't have to create it. Nick is amazing. He designed this whole system. So the first thing they do is they enter their email address here. They get added to my autoresponder and to my email list. And then as soon as they do that, they get access to their free membership and they set up their registration and stuff for this free membership site. And then from inside of the membership site, they can purchase the Home Business Academy products and they can follow Nick's direction to start generating leads and sales online. So this is an incredible amount of value that I'm giving away for free. And that's why I love linking to it below all of my videos because, it's awesome and it's valuable and it generates a lot of leads. So I put that underneath all of my YouTube videos. And then like in my YouTube description, I have other stuff because I have here this free lead generation system for business owners. That's the same thing. I also have a free guide to help you generate leads online. I have all of these different things. And so I put them all in my description, but the ones that I have at the top are always, the 30-Minute Workday and the funnel builder. So you would want to have your generic, 21-day guide to better health or whatever, easily accessible with all of your content. And you can mention it in the video too. Like if you're creating a video about your new blender or whatever, you can, at the end of the video, you could say, make sure you grab my 21-day guide to better health below this video. And, just make sure that, you let people know that it's there. That'll help as well. The other place that I generate leads from is my blog. So every time I create a YouTube video, I put it on my blog. And then I always have the same links. Here's the same links that I have under my YouTube videos. I have them under my, on my blog as well. But then also at the bottom of my blog post, this is the book I was telling you guys about. This is a different lead capture page, also created by Nick. But if you're in the Home Business Academy, you get access to this one too. And it's a great way to offer this incredible book with all of this knowledge in it to people. And it's just a different capture page. But if someone clicks on that, it takes them here. And then again, they put in their name and email address and they end up on my email list. So I get leads from my blog all the time. So every time I'm creating content, I'm sending people over to my blog. Maybe they don't click on one of the links in my blog post, but on my sidebar, I've got all these different banners. So this is what I was talking about before. Like I have these other lead magnets that I've created inside of the funnel builder where like here, people, this is a guide to help people come up with ideas to generate leads online, like free offers, like the 21-day guide kind of thing. Like for all different niches, I've created a guide to give people ideas. So when somebody opts into this, they get the guide, but inside of the guide, I'm offering them the funnel builder, because in order to build a capture page, they need a tool to build a capture page. So this is an example again of how all roads lead back to the Home Business Academy funnel builder, right? Here I have, again, this banner leads to my 30-minute workday system capture page that I just showed you. This is another capture page that I built in the funnel builder that goes to a Facebook guide. But again, I give people this free guide, and inside of the guide, I'm sending them to the funnel builder and to the 30-minute workday, because these are people that are, if they want more engagement on Facebook, it's because they're building a business on the internet, right? So again, they opt in for my guide, but in the guide and in the emails that come along with the guide, I'm sharing with them the 30-minute workday and the Home Business Academy. So, for you could have, different lead magnets on your sidebar too, where you're providing value for people and giving them the opportunity to get on your list. Like even if somebody doesn't opt in for this book, they can come over here and get a different thing. But regardless of where they opt in, all roads lead back to the same thing. So what is that for you? If it's your network marketing company, or, maybe you have your own products. I got it. Okay. Right. So this is my strategy. I have all roads always leading back to the same thing, regardless of how many lead magnets I have. And really, like I said, I mostly use the 30-minute workday capture pages as my lead magnets because I love them and they work. And, when people opt in to them, they can plug into the community and get supported by people other than myself, so that they just have everything that they need. I love it. Okay. The other place that you can put links is in your emails. So once somebody opts in for any of these things, they're going to get on your email list. So the first email that they're going to receive from you should be your welcome email, where you'll give them, if they're opting into this, they're going to get a link to the book in their welcome email. And then after that, they're going to get a series of emails from me. And in those emails, I'm going to be reminding them about the Home Business Academy and the, making sure that they're plugging in with the 30-minute workday and stuff like that. So even if I send out an email that's not necessarily about the 30-minute workday, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put a link to it in my PS line. Because again, everything that I write, an email is also a piece of content, you guys, by the way. So, if you're writing emails to your list every day and providing value to them in that way, you don't have to sell anything in your emails, but it's okay, to always put something in the PS line to remind people that you can help them on a deeper level with your products and services, whatever they are. So your PS line in your emails is a great way to do that. Or in the body of your email. I mean, sometimes I write a whole entire email about the 30-minute workday system or about the Home Business Academy, and I have a link just in the body of the email taking people to that. But like I said, even if the email is about something else, you can add it in the PS line just so that you're constantly keeping it in front of people. Another place that you can create content that and use links to generate leads is Facebook Live videos. I don't do a lot of Facebook Live videos lately, but I know some people love Facebook Live. And so if you do a Facebook Live video, you can put your link to your capture page either in the description or better yet, in the comments, because Facebook doesn't like links in the description. If you put links in the description, it's not favorable for the algorithm, so your post won't get seen by as many people. But the other cool thing that you can do, especially if you own the HBA funnel builder and you're building pages that way, is you can create like a pretty link, like a short, sexy link that's easy to remember. So you can say it in your Facebook Live videos. So it could be like if you're promoting, let's say you're promoting the 30-minute Workday System, you can create in the HBA funnel builder, we have like a little pretty link way to do that in there. So you can take your link for the 30-minute Workday and shorten it to be like yourdomain.com/system or yourdomain.com/30 minutes, or, you know, whatever you want it to be, so that when you're doing a Facebook Live, you can mention it. You can actually verbally say it as well. So you're always providing links, you know, you're letting them know in your videos, you're talking about it in your Facebook Lives, and all roads are going to lead to your main offer all the time. Every time you create a piece of content, it's going to be congruent with whatever it is that you're asking people to opt in for. So make sure that whatever you're asking, you know, you want to know what you're asking people to opt in for before you create any content, and then just make sure all the content that you create is congruent. Okay. And so what happens, you know, the other thing that I love about content marketing is that not only does the content generate leads, like we're talking about, really qualified leads, but once someone opts in, you're going to continue to be giving them value with your content. So like when someone gets on my list, which right now all of the leads that are joining my list are coming from my YouTube channel and my blog. I'm not doing any paid marketing right now. It's just all coming from content. So they're coming in from content. They already have a relationship with me because they've already seen one of my videos or read one of my blog posts. But then every time I create a new video or a blog post, I'm sending it to them because they're on my email list now. So I'm staying in front of them. I'm just constantly providing value. So this is the other really cool thing about content marketing. Even if you're doing paid marketing and generating leads through solo ads and you're getting like 100 leads a day or whatever you're doing with your paid, those leads don't know you. So when you create valuable content that you can send to them once they're on your email list, that's how you're going to nurture them and develop a relationship with them. So it's really cool because it's like just like a, what do you call it? Like a cycle, you know, like people come in, whether they come in from a piece of content or from a paid ad or whatever, and then you send them more value through your emails and your blog posts and your YouTube videos and stuff. And then over time, as you do that, some of those leads are going to want to go for work with you on a deeper level, and they're going to purchase your products and services. So don't be discouraged if the day someone opts in, they don't buy something from you, because that's not how it works. Some people will, it's instantaneous. And we've all seen that where, you know, you see the opt-in and then you see the sale like right away or within the next couple hours or something. But typically it takes people at least 7 touches to know you, like you, and trust you enough to take out their credit card and want to buy something from you. So that's where the content really, really helps, because you're just providing value on a consistent basis all the time. Every time you're, you know, creating a new video to show people this change that happened on Facebook, or you know, this training tonight, this is a piece of content that I share with my list, you know. So however you want to create your content, you just want to be consistently creating value for people, because that's where, like, someone that might have opted in a long time ago might all of a sudden become a paying customer for you, because you've, you know, they've been watching you for a while, you've been providing value, and then when the time is right, they join you. Paul mentioned yesterday he had one of his leads join that said they had been on his list for 2 years. I've had that happen quite a lot, actually. So it's really good to just be creating value for people, rather than just trying to sell. You're creating value and reminding them that you have this incredible offer if and when they're ready for it. So you're always directing your leads back to whatever content you're creating. The other day I was on we have a daily morning mastermind, and inside of the Home Business Academy, and it's actually open to the public, but it's a really good mindset mastermind. And I was listening to, I believe it was Bill Moist was talking. He was telling a story about how he does some type of real estate stuff where his clients spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars with him. And he was talking about like he's trying to delegate a lot of the different aspects of his business so that he can focus on what he loves to do, which is to just go out, take his clients, his prospects, basically take them out to lunch and spend time with them and get to know them and make them feel comfortable. Because before they're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars with him, they're going to want to feel comfortable with him. They're going to want to establish rapport with him. They're going to want to, trust him, right? That's exactly what we're doing here with our content marketing. We're just constantly hanging out with our leads and, allowing them to get to know us. And then when they're ready to take the next step, there we are. Okay. So anyway, I loved his example because I felt like it was so relevant to really what we do when we're emailing our list every day and we're making videos for them and doing all this stuff. We're just giving them a lot of stuff for free just to spend time with them and let them get to know us better. I mean, we don't want the wrong people to do business with us, right? We want the ones that do resonate with us, right? So it just takes some time to stay in front of, not always, but often it takes some time for people to be able to trust you in that way. So some of the ways that we can create content, and I think I've mentioned these already, but for free, we're talking about free content marketing strategies are Facebook Live. So anytime you create content on Facebook Live, you can generate leads from that, like I just explained. YouTube. So again, on YouTube, you want to learn how to rank your videos so that when you're creating content on things that people are actually searching for, YouTube is a search engine. So you want to create content that people can find when they type their question in on YouTube. And same with Google, blogging. If somebody Googles a question, types in a question on Google, your blog post can come up. I had a guy say that to me last week. I found you on Google, found your blog. My blog post answered a question that he typed into Google. And then there's some content that you can do inside of Facebook groups. So we have, let me show you this real quick. Inside of the HBA Premium membership, this is the reason I love this so much. So HBA Premium is one of the products I was telling you about that I'm an affiliate for inside of the Home Business Academy. So inside of this premium, we have all of these different training videos, right? So we have blogging, we have some paid stuff, Facebook ads and Facebook video ads, but here's YouTube ranking. I think there's like 15 videos in here on, you can see like all these different videos that teach you everything you need to know about how to set up your channel and how to rank your videos. All of that, it's all taught here. So that, ranking your videos on YouTube is a content marketing strategy, and it's free. That's taught here. Facebook Live mastery. So if Facebook Live is something that you want to get really good at, we have a training on that in here. The free Facebook ad method, this was created through our mastermind inside of the Home Business Academy. We have a mastermind every week. And through that mastermind, this strategy was invented, and people are getting enormous amounts of results with it. I think Jim said the other day that he's generated 3,000 leads so far doing this. It's free, and it's using Facebook groups. And so like, if you go here, there's, videos that show you exactly how to do this strategy. So this is why I love this product is because when I'm wanting to help people learn how to do this stuff, which is what I do, I can send them here. You know, they can get this product. This is way better than me just trying to teach everything by myself. And they can get all this training. And you don't have to learn all of these. You know, you just find the strategy that you want to learn and focus on that. So, you know, and there's more. There's all of these: LinkedIn, how to close online leads, simple, free, unlimited leads with Facebook. I mean, there's all this stuff in here. So how to get the leads, where to put your content. But for the content stuff that I've been talking about tonight, I would say the main stuff you want to learn is the blogging, YouTube ranking, the free Facebook ad method. If you want to, that's creating content inside of a Facebook group. Like, you basically create content in your Facebook group every day. And that's what this is. And then Facebook Lives. So there's four free content marketing strategies that you can learn right inside of HBA Premium, which is pretty awesome. And so I was actually on a call today with a guy who, just to give you, I just wanted you to understand a little bit more about YouTube is a search engine. Okay. So that's why your content, like, it'll live forever on there, the little fish hooks that I was talking about. So I get leads still from videos that I created even years ago, because there's on topics that people are still searching for. Right. So that's why, you know, learning the YouTube ranking is really good. Because it's a search engine. People are searching on there. I had a call today with a guy that said, I found you on YouTube. He said, I was looking for a way to create money online, and I found your YouTube video and it was perfect for me. And I joined right away. So he opted in to the 30-minute workday from a YouTube video that I did. And then he ended up joining the Home Business Academy, the Funnel Builder, and the Premium, right? So I made commission on that. And now he's in the community, and he's so excited because he's getting all of the training and has the tools. He was using another tool. I'm not going to mention any other names, but there's other funnel building platforms out there that cost way more. He was paying $300 a month for his. Now he got the Funnel Builder for $25 a month, and he's ecstatic. And he found me on YouTube because he was searching for something, right? So it's a search engine. So when you learn how to rank your stuff on YouTube, you can get found on there too. And here's something that I just want you to know. Like, I don't have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and my videos don't get thousands and thousands of views. Like, you'll see channels that get thousands and thousands of views. You don't have to have all of that to have a huge amount of success, because if you just get your content in front of enough people, it doesn't have to be a lot of people. You know, in my case, I make 80% commissions on the stuff that I'm an affiliate for. So I can make pretty good money without even having like thousands of people watching my videos. A lot of the keywords, depending on what you're trying to rank for, a lot of times it's easier to rank for keywords that don't, and this will all be explained in here, but it's easier to rank for keywords that don't have as much competition. So obviously, if you're trying to rank for something like weight loss against a gazillion other people, many of whom have been online for a really long time or are like complete authorities in the niche, it's going to be really hard for you to get on the first page of YouTube ranking for a term like weight loss. But if you get a little more specific, there won't be as many searches per month, but the people that are searching, if they find you and you get like, a handful of people every month per video, I mean, that adds up over time. So I just wanted to say, you do not have to have thousands of people, of subscribers and thousands of people watching all of your videos, because you can have a lot of success without that. And I am proof of that. So I think I covered everything. I'm going to jump back over and See if you guys have any questions. Let me stop sharing my screen here. I don't think I can talk much longer. Every time I do this, I like start to lose my voice and stuff. And I'm out of water. All right, I'm gonna check the comments. Okay, I thought there was a cost with blogging. So if you, yeah, you're going to need to host your blog, and there's some cost to set it up. But when I say free marketing strategies, I mean you're not paying for leads like a solo ad or whatever. There's always going to be a cost of doing business. I mean, to have like the funnel builder tool, it's $25 a month. You pay for that tool. I need that tool in order to generate leads on the internet because that's where I build all my capture pages, right? So there's a cost to doing business. But blogging, I don't consider blogging a paid marketing strategy because I'm trading my time instead of paying, just paying for quick leads. I'm trading my time for creating the content in exchange for the leads that I generate with blogging. But yes, there is a cost of doing business when it comes to building a blog. My group has 17,500 members and yep, just over 3,000 leads completely free. Yeah, that's Jim talking about that free Facebook ad strategy that's taught inside the HBA Premium. It's amazing. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that are having a lot of results with that strategy. I know Paul had to outsource. He couldn't even keep up with the amount of leads he was getting. That's insane. So really good stuff. Asking for an idea for a foreign exchange lead magnet. I still don't really understand. I don't know really what you mean by foreign exchange lead magnet. So I can't give you ideas for that one. Anyway, I don't see any other questions. So let me know, even if you're watching the replay, let me know if this has been helpful. If you think of any other questions, definitely put them in the comments and I'll make sure I can get them answered for you. And remember that this recording will stay up on this page for an entire week, so you can watch it again if you want. Feel free to put if you're in the Home Business Academy, you can put your affiliate link, your affiliate ID in the link for this page and share it with people if there's anyone you want to share it with. And if they decide that they want to get involved with the Home Business Academy, you will get the credit for those sales and the recurring monthly commissions, which is really nice. And again, there's a link below this video to learn more about our incredible funnel builder tool and our Home Business Academy community. And then, anybody that's in the Home Business Academy as a bonus gets access to the free 30-minute Workday System, and the pages that I showed you that I use as my capture pages are already built for you. You just have to own the funnel builder and they're in there ready to go for you. And they work really well for lead generation. And again, the 30-minute workday can help you regardless of what niche you are in. And I highly recommend it. So definitely click the link below and learn more about what we're up to. And not only is the funnel builder platform superior to anything else I've ever used, like I said, it's only $25 a month, which is a lot less than anything else I've ever used. But like I've also said, it also pays 80% commissions. So if you love it like I do and you want to refer people to it underneath your YouTube videos and your blog posts, you will help a lot of people and get paid 80% commissions to do that. So you pay $25 a month for it, but you get paid $20 per month per referral, which is pretty cool. So let me check one more time, make sure there's no other questions, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, I guess we're good. All right, you guys. So anyway, have a great night. Thanks for being here. This page will stay up for a week, and I will see you in the next on the next Power Hour next week. Talk to you soon.